Thank you all so very much for watching that very first video of the Crapsmaster. So now I'm going to go back in reverse. I had a lot of feedback from all of the people that watched the video. I don't even know what's going on. Can you do a video on craps for dummies? Yes, we can. Let's roll some bones. We have our big, beautiful board once again. So I am going to go over the very, very basics. Okay, first, you're going to have 2 dice, and you are going to be the shooter. The person who is the shooter of the dice will hold the dice. You'll roll 2 dice in this game, and the numbers on that dice will add up to tell you what your total is. There is the pass line. You can see that right here. The pass line is the main area where you can place a bet. If you bet on the pass line, you want the first roll, called the come out roll, to add up to 7 or 11. If it does, you win. If it adds up to 2, 3, or 12, you lose. If it's any other number, that number becomes the point. Now on to the don't pass line. This is kind of the opposite of the pass line. Here, you win if the first roll is a 2 or a 3, and you lose if it's 7 or 11. A 12 is a tie. Nobody wins if you put your bet on the don't pass line. If a point is set, you want the shooter to roll a 7 before rolling that point number again. Do you all see in the very top corner where it says off? Once you establish a point, that puck will move over to any of these numbers here to whatever you rolled. We've gone over the basics of the come out roll with the pass line and the don't pass line. So again, the come out roll is with the dice in a new round. So it could be a new shooter. It could be you. If the shooter rolls a 7 or 11 on the come out roll, everybody on the pass line wins. If the shooter rolls a 2, 3, or 12, everybody that's bet on the pass line loses. But if the shooter rolls a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, that number becomes the point, making the point. If a point is set, let's say the shooter rolls a 6. The new goal of that roll is to roll a 6 before rolling a 7. And remember, that's only if you have a pass line bet. The shooter keeps rolling until the point number they are trying to get is hit or a 7 and they crap out. Let's do a sample roll. Right now, you see the puck is off. I'm going to place $5 on the pass line right there. I am going to roll
6.
Right there. That rolled a 6. Weird. So you see where it has the point is established. The puck now says on. I want to roll a 6 before I roll a 7. I can also place odds behind. The maximum you can put on there on a $5 bet is $25 because it's 5 times odds on the 6. So now I want to roll a 6 before I roll a 7. If I roll a 6 before, I get paid the odds and the pass line bet. Let's see what happens.
3.
That is a 3. Nothing happens.
5.
That is a 5. Nothing happens.
5.
That is another 5. Nothing happens.
10.
That is a 10. Nothing happens.
8.
That is an 8.
5.
5 again.
3.
3.
6. Pay the line.
6.
Take the don't.
I win. Yay. With that, the pass line, I win even money, 5 to 5. So I'm going to take that. On the odds bet, I bet $25. So on the 6, I get a payoff of 6 to 5. So I'm going to take that.
Coming out.
And then if we look at our bankroll straight up here, I'm now up $35. And if you look all the way over at the very top, the puck says off because we need to establish a point again. Okay, we did the pass line. Now let's do the don't pass line. Some people consider this the dark side because not a lot of people play the don't pass line. You put it on the don't pass bar. So now with the don't pass bar, remember, this is the opposite of the pass line. Here, you win if the first rolls are a 2 or a 3. You lose if it's a 7 or 11. A 12 is a tie. Once the point is set, we want a 7 to be rolled before the person hits the point. See where it says off on the puck up top there? Let's establish a point.
9.
All right. The puck is now on, and you can see where it moved to the 9. We just rolled a 9. So you can also place odds on the don't pass bar, and they are 3 times. You can check to see what exactly tables you're playing. There's 3, 4, 5 times odds. It depends on what table you're at. Always check the odds of the table. But this is just the basics. So now we are going to roll here until we get a 7. We are now rooting for a 7. Since the point is a 9, we do not want a 9 to be rolled.
8.
Let's roll. That's 8.
6.
That's a 6.
7. Pay the don't.
7
Pay the line.
out. We are a winner. So we get $5 on that don't pass bar because we rolled a 7 before we rolled a 9. That's the don't pass. So we're going to take that. And then the don't pass odds, we bet $15, but it pays a little bit less. It pays off at 2 to 3. So we got $10 on top of that. So if you look right up over here, we have got $50 that we are up. Okay. Now we have explained the pass line and the don't pass bar. These two right here. In order to place any bets, you have to pick one of those. Some craps common courtesy is to only join the table once the puck says off. Don't jump in the middle of the point if that puck says on. Wait for that puck to say off before you join the game if a spot's available. So as we did before, the shooter has the come out roll since it says off. Everyone's going to place their bets on the pass line or the don't pass line. The shooter rolls the dice. Depending on the result, the game continues with the shooter rolling again or a new round starting. Now let's explain some of these numbers here. So each side of the craps table will be exactly the same. It's just to maximize the amount of players that can be there, except right here in the middle, those are 1 and potentially multiple roll that we'll go over here in a minute. So what you're going to do is you're first going to place a pass line bet. So we're going to put $5 on the pass line. There we go. The puck says off. So again, if we hit a 7 or an 11, we win until the point is established.
10.
All right, that's a 10. The point is right up here, and it is a 10. So I'm going to place odds behind the point, or excuse me, the pass line. And again, that's $15 on a 10. The odds of the 10 and the 4 hitting are 2 to 1. That means if you place a bet or the point is 4 or 10, you have about a 1 in 3 chance, or 33.3 repeating, of course, percent chance of hitting the point before rolling a 7. All right, so I did a couple rolls. I just established a point was the 4. So again, the odds are 2 to 1. So I'm going to place odds behind my pass line bet. There we go. And then what I've done up top is I put a 5, a 6, an 8, and I'm going to do a 9 and a 10. So if I roll the dice and it hits a 5 or a 9, the odds are 3-2. That means if the point is 5 or 9, you have a 2 in 5 chance or a 40% chance of hitting the point before rolling a 7. 6 and 8, they are rolled the most often. The odds are 6-5. That means if the point is 6 or 8, you have a 5 and 11 chance or 45.45% chance of hitting the point before rolling a 7. All right, with all of those bets up here, we have, let's see, we have the 4, we have the 5, we have the 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10. The only one we don't win on would be the 7, 2, 12, or 3. So let's see what we can roll here.
11.
That's an 11. Nothing happens.
7. Pay the don't.
That is a
Take the
7
line.
out.
Shooter's
We lose
coming out.
everything there. Flips to off, and we have a new round started. So now what I would do is I would put another $5 on the pass line, and we need to establish
11.
a point.
Pay the line.
That's
Take
an
the don't.
11. And remember, on the come out roll, when the puck says off, if you have a bet on the pass line and you roll a 7 or an 11, you win.
Shooter's coming out.
Let's put 5 ski out on there
9.
again. All right, the point is 9. So I'm going to put odds behind. The maximum you can do is 20 behind on the 9. And then I'm going to pick a point. I'm going to put $5 on the 4, $5 on the 5, $6 on the 6, $6 on the 8, and $5 on the 10. The reason you have to put $6 on the 6 and the 8 is because it pays 6-5. That means you would get an even amount back.
9. Pay the
Let's
line.
roll the die.
Take the don't.
We got a 9. That is the winner. We hit the point. So what happens is the puck will go off. When the puck says off up top there, all of those bets that we have on the numbers up here are off as well. So if we roll a 7, we won't lose those. We need to establish a point. So let's roll.
10. Hard.
All right, the point is 10. We can remove that bet off the 10 because we already have 10 on the pass line. Let's move odds back over here, and then let's put $5 on the 9. So now we have, as you see right here, we have 7 bets totaling $47 out. Let's roll. We want a 10 or any of those numbers.
7. Pay the don't.
We do
Take the
not
line.
want that number.
Shooter's coming out.
We are wiped clean. That we lost all of the money there. Let's establish a point. We are going to put $5 out. In craps, the money comes and the money goes. If the dice are hot, you can really win some cash fast. But if the dice are cold, the opposite. All right. Whoops. I have to have a pass line bet.
7.
There we
Pay the
go.
line. Take the don't.
7. We win.
Shooter's coming out.
We'll put $5 out.
11. Pay the line. Take the don't.
That is an 11. We win the bet. That is fantastic. We will do the same
coming
bet.
out.
Let's roll the dice.
10.
That is a 10. The point has been established as a 10. So let's put odds behind. Again, we can do $15 on the 4 and 10. Let's bet on the 4, 5, $6 on the 6, $8 on the, or $6 on the 8, and $5 on the 9. Let's roll. So you can see right here, we have $47 out again on this roll. We want any number.
7. Pay the don't. Take the line. Shooter's coming out.
We wanted any number but that. Holy smokes. We've been getting smoked these last time. All right. We need to establish a point. Let's establish the
9.
point. It's a 9. So we are going to take a 4, a 5, a $6 on the 6, $6 on the 8, and $5 on the 10. And then we're going to get our $20 behind on the odds. Let's roll. Come on.
Take the
Not
line.
7.
Shooter's coming out.
Holy cow. We are getting smoked here. Let's take a pass line bet. Let's establish a point. All right, it's an 8. Let's see if we can get some numbers here. Holy smokes. We can bet a little bit more odds behind because it's a 8. The 6 and 8 you can.
11.
There's an 11. Nothing happens.
4.
There's a 4. We win $9 because the 4, you get 9 to 5 when you do the place. So all of these numbers up top here that we've selected are place bets. So we bet 5 and we got $9 back. We are going to do one of two things. You can do the same bet, or you can tell the stick man to press it 1 unit. The unit is whatever number you have bet on there, that's the unit. So if you want to press it 1 unit, that would be $5. We'll go ahead and do that. The place on that is increased, so we now have $10 on a 4. Let's see what we can roll here.
3.
That's a 3. Nothing happens.
9.
That's a 9. So we had $5 on the 9. And it paid us $7. So we're just going to keep the same bet. And you can see right here, we've got 7 bets totaling $61. This kind of gives us a running total. I always try to keep a pretty good running total on my bets. Up in front, there is a place where you can place all your chips. I kind of separate them out and to only to just kind of keep track of what my bankroll is. We need an 8, baby.
11.
That's an 11. Nothing happens here.
7. Pay the don't.
That is a 7 out. Let's move to the dark side. We are going to move to the dark side. Let's bet on the don't pass bar. These dice are cold. Lots of 7s are rolling out. So remember, once we go over to that dark side, you want to roll a 7 before the shooter rolls the point. But on the come out roll, it's a 2 or a 3, you win. The puck says off, that's the come out roll. If it's a 12, nothing happens. Let's establish a point.
11. Pay the line.
That's an 11.
Don't.
Of
Shooter's
course.
coming out.
We lose that. So we're going to have to do the come out roll. You remember, if we get that 7 or 11, we lose.
6.
It's a 6. Let's place
5.
the odds on back behind. Ooh, we can do $30 on the don't pass. So we have a total bet of $35. Let's see if we get a 7 or a 6 prior.
6. Pay the line. Take the
Of
don't.
course.
Shooter's
That's the
coming out.
point. See, that's what can happen in this game. It's pretty crazy that, of course, the point hits. 6 and 8 normally hit quite a bit. Let me explain just a little bit more of the board. So right here and right here are the field bets. So what you see are the 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on that field bet. Any of those numbers are rolled, you get it. It may not sound like a sucker bet, but the field bet is a sucker bet. It's even odds except for the 2 and 12. So you can place that at any time. You can just throw it down and say a $5 field bet. So let's see. You don't even have to have a point established. You can't do. It's kind of like playing red or black on a roulette table. So now we have a bet on the pass line and the field. That means we have 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 7 with our pass.
6. Hard.
We got 6. We lose the field bet because that is not on there. Let's put some odds back behind, and then let's put another $5 on the field. It is a 1 roll for the field. 1 roll only. Let's roll again.
7. Pay the don't.
7
Take the
out.
line.
We lose
Shooter's coming out.
everything on that board. There are a ton of 7s here. Let's go back to the field again.
6.
All right, a 6. We lose the field bet. The point is established. Let's
6. Pay the
roll
line.
again.
Take it
Another
out.
6. Hey, we won the point and we forgot to put the odds
coming
back.
out.
That's how. Hopefully, I have explained craps for dummies. I'm going to put this out for you to reference at any time. I'm going to put some chapters in there to go over there. So if you can skip through, if you're playing on an app at home, you could skip and test out your theories. If you have a theory, please send it to the slotmaster316@gmail.com. I would love to test your craps theory out to see if it works against some of the top craps theories. The slotmaster316@gmail.com. I greatly appreciate you watching this video. And what I want you to do is watch this video right here about the iron cross that I did first. It's the iron cross strategy. Does it work? Check that video out. Thank you for watching.